There we go.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Honey Boys.
Honey's Homeboys.
Honey's Homeboys, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we're on Facebook Live.
Yes, sir.
And today's guest is Alex Harp.
Yeah, he doesn't need much of an introduction. He's almost at 100,000 YouTube subscribers. He's around 89,000, 90,000. He's posted a new video. I haven't watched it yet, but after this you can watch it. But we're happy to have him here. We're asking plenty of questions. Some you may not know, some you may know.
Sweet.
But before we go into some juicy questions, tell us a little about yourself, Alex. Tell Facebook and tell YouTube, if they don't already know who you are, tell them about yourself.
Sure. My name is Alex Harp. I'm from Paducah, Kentucky. Friends with these guys right here, and all of us make YouTube videos. I just started about a year ago, and that's basically all I do now is just make videos for companies and then on YouTube as well.
Yeah, he's been doing YouTube seriously for almost over a year, but he's been doing YouTube for about a decade or more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Making little short films here and there,
Yeah.
but he's gone kind of full time with it, but he's doing other things too on the side.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's Alex Harp. And if you guys have any questions for Alex Harp, let us know in the comments and we'll look at them in a few minutes if there are any. Now what's the next question?
Okay, so what purchase of $100 or less has most positively impacted your life in the last 6 months or in recent memory?
That's a pretty good question. Those are interesting. Those are different kind of questions. I would say I got a study Bible about 6 months ago. That was not $100. It was probably $50. That I've got the most use out of. I'd say, especially the last 4 months. I mean, as you guys know, that's probably the most worthwhile investment you can make. So,
All right.
yeah,
For sure.
that's what I'd say.
Yeah. What are 1 to 3 books that have greatly influenced your life?
Books.
Yeah.
Bible, and 2 other books. I don't read books that often. There's one called Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's pretty good about just financial stuff. I can't think of another one, but those are 2.
There you go. That's good enough for me. As long as they're 2 really good. The Bible's really good. I haven't read the other book yet, but
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any quotes you think of often or live your life by?
Yeah, I don't know who it's from, but it looks like it's got quite a bit of viewers.
Oh yeah, we have about probably 10 or 15 views on Facebook.
Yeah. Nice.
People are on their lunch break at this time of day.
You planned that out.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. Maybe.
A quote. I don't know who it's by, but I've heard somebody say before, the way you do anything is the way you do everything, which is kind of confusing when you first hear it. But basically meaning the way you do the small things is the way you'll do the big things too. So do everything well.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good quote to live by.
Yeah. Next question is, how is a failure or apparent failure set you up for later success? And then do you have a favorite failure of yours?
Well, I'd say a favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite, but one that comes to mind the most is I tried doing YouTube when I was 14 or 15. And I made videos for 2 or 3 years straight, making videos all the time, once a week, and they were getting no views at all. You guys were crushing me on views when I was your age, and I was getting nothing. But I still made videos. Ended up making 200 or 300 videos for when I was pretty young, and they're all on the same channel I post on now, but they're private. They're not on there publicly anymore. But
unfortunately,
I can still send you guys the links if you guys wanted to see them. Okay. But yeah, they all failed, and by views standards. But it taught me a lot. So basically, from making those videos, I taught myself how to make videos, which set me up to make my video business. And then later on in life, I was prepared to make videos whenever I was in a friend group that I thought would be good to make videos with. So my failures in the past kind of set me up for success later on, a few years down the road.
That's cool. I didn't think about that. That's interesting.
Yeah. If I didn't start making videos at that age, I wouldn't have ever learned, but I developed a passion the more I did it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one of your old videos. It was like one you reacted to your old videos.
Yeah.
Did you get rid of that video?
I made that one private just because some of the old videos are embarrassing. But yeah, I could, if you guys wanted to include in your clip or whatever, I could give it to you. But
Okay.
yeah, it's I had like 200 or 300 old videos that I made them all private because they're all really embarrassing. But I love doing it, so at least I learned a lot from them.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who inspires you the most?
Like a person.
Yeah, person you know.
Well, so I have different like areas of inspiration. So just in general in life, I would say people in my family, like my grandpa and my dad, my mom, inspire me in a lot of ways, just in how they love people. And then when it comes to like my career, in like vlogging, I look up a lot to David Dobrik and Logan Paul because they're the best in vlogging. But overall, in general, I would say my grandparents and my mom and dad.
It's good. Huh?
Yeah, and Cameron and
It's
Olivia.
good.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah.
I'm sure
And
you
your
guys have.
and your nephews.
Yeah, Finn and
It's good.
Ollie. Yeah.
What is one of the best or most worthwhile investments you've ever made in your life?
I guess a camera. Camera, was probably my most worthwhile investment, and a laptop. Actually, probably a laptop would be, because that's what I do most on now. Is I just edit all the time for companies. I'll edit their clips or social media stuff. So I'd say a laptop is my most worthwhile for sure. Yeah, because that's all I do now. I mean, the camera helps. Obviously, I need the camera, but I could use my phone. But yeah, the laptop I'm on every day, and that's how I do everything that I do. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what editing software do you use?
Final Cut Pro 10. What do you guys use? iMovie?
I use iMovie, and there's this new one. It's like, I think it's called Crew Cut, not Crew Cut, something.
Film cut.
Film Cut.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yes,
Okay.
Film Cut.
Wait, on like an iPad or on a laptop?
Phone.
Okay,
and
phone.
It could be on iPad or laptop too, but I can add like video, pictures and clips to a video already. Like, you know how you include picture, like in the family one, you include pictures of
like
your
slideshow.
family. Yeah. Yeah, so I've used that more recently, but it was iMovie for the longest time, but I've kind of moved on and used that.
Cool.
Especially since I'm doing TikTok now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Sweet. I need to check out your TikTok.
Uh-huh.
See, what kind of stuff do you do? Like same stuff on your YouTube?
Yeah.
Like old movies and stuff? Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
All right. How often do you talk to your family?
Every day.
It's good.
Every day, man. Well, I mean, I live with them, so
It's good.
yeah, I kind of have to. But yeah, I mean, Finn, Ollie, Libby, and Cam, I don't see them as often, but still, it seems like it's almost every day because they're always over at our house.
Well, time flies by when you guys have fun with the nephews.
Exactly right. Yep.
In the last 5 years, what new belief, behavior, or habit has most improved your life?
I would say, probably before 5 years ago, I was not that much into reading my Bible because I thought it was boring. But I've made that a habit now, and I feel like that's completely changed my perspective on everything. And it's on being a Christian, I feel like it's essential. And I used to think that it was okay not to, as long as you're going to church and stuff. Which I mean, technically it is, but honestly, when you're immersed in it multiple times a week, your mindset kind of changes on the way you look at everything else in life. So that would be it for sure. Yeah.
All right. What is an unusual habit or absurd thing that you love?
A habit that I love, is that what you said?
Unusual habit.
What's an unusual habit that you love or that you have?
Yes.
About me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That I love? I could tell you habits that I don't love about me.
Okay, that works too.
That's fine. You can tell our audience about it.
I would say procrastination. I'm always like the video that you guys saw that I posted today. I was editing it right until I left, and right when I left, I clicked post. I wish I could get stuff done, earlier and just have time to spare, but I always procrastinate. Another habit would be sleeping in, but I'm starting to fix that on purpose. I'm starting to make myself wake up earlier. Woke up at 6 today, so that was a big deal.
Are you getting up earlier than Brooke? That's all that matters.
Well, everybody is.
Well, in grade 2.
He gets up at like 11:30. So.
I barely beat her today.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You just got up for this?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I'll be at those two.
Yeah, and what are some bad recommendations you hear in your profession or area of expertise?
That's an interesting question. Bad recommendations. So like you mean like in making videos and stuff?
Or entrepreneurship, whatever you want to, whatever comes to mind.
Okay. Let's see. So there's a guy named Gary Vee who's do you guys know who that is? He's
Yeah,
a
I've heard
business
that
guy.
name.
Yeah, he's a business guy.
Yeah.
And he talks about just working hard and not letting anything else get in the way of your work and all that kind of stuff. And everybody seems to attach on to him and really like his stuff. But I would completely disagree with that because I feel like if you do that, you're going to burn out and you need a work-life balance. Because if you don't, you're just going to end up hating it. And there's no point in working your entire life until you retire and never, just working with your head down all the time and never looking up and enjoying anything. So I would say like the whole mentality of like working hard and keeping your head down and just work. I disagree with that sort of. Obviously it's important to work, but it's important to have a good, healthy balance.
So you're saying not even like for 5-6 years, like when you're like in your early 20s or 30s?
Yeah, that would make sense.
But you just mean for most of your life? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for most of your life. But Gary Vee will say I think that's why you're saying it, because he says from your 20s to 30s, put your head down and work and don't look up once. And I just don't think that that's beneficial spiritually at all. It can't be, because he recommends working 18-hour days and all that stuff. So I just think work should never be our top priority. And it feels like, especially in America, that everybody's top priority is their work. When you ask somebody about themselves, that's the first thing they say.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so, yep, that would be it.
Next question.
Alright. What advice would you give to a smart, driven college student about to enter the real world? What advice should they ignore?
Advice should they ignore? You guys always throw the little loops, because I thought you were going to say, what advice would you give? But you said ignore. I don't know, but the advice I would give is do what you love and don't chase the money and things. Chase after what you love doing as far as work goes, and then let the money follow. But if you make the money the priority, then you're not going to really enjoy what you do, and you'll end up burning out on it. That's kind of what I did, because I never really cared about I have cared about the money side of things, but more than that, the thing that excites me the most is not the money. It's getting to be able to wake up and do something that I really enjoy doing. That's more fulfilling to me than having a full bank account anyway. So so I would say just do what you love. And also, I don't know what you guys are doing, and I went to college all 4 years, and I'm kind of glad I did it, but I would not say that in this age that college is for everybody.
Right, man.
Yeah. So honestly, I probably did not need to go to college. There's probably no need for it. There was some benefits, and I'm glad I went in some aspects.
Yeah.
But in other aspects, I wish I didn't.
Just for the connections.
Yeah, but at the same time, So that's what I always say is I'm glad I went for the connections, but at the same time, I could have made the connections anywhere, and it's not like the connections I made in a frat at UK were extremely beneficial for me long term anyways, so there were some good guys that I met, a few of them, but I could have met good guys anywhere.
True.
So going to college just for connections is pretty expensive. Pretty expensive.
You can do it other ways too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and there was a lot of things that held me back in college too, spiritually and stuff that I wish never happened, because there's just some things that just aren't worth it. And I would say compromising your spiritual health for the college experience is not wise. And I wish that, not that I went crazy in college or anything, but the 2 years that I was at UK, I was probably the most distant from God, and that's a big regret that I have. And there's nothing more valuable than that. So for that reason, I kind of wish I didn't go to college. But for some people, you know, it's worth it. Just for me in my area of work, I like making videos and stuff. Nobody cares if you have a diploma if your videos
Right.
suck. So
Yeah.
the main thing that's important is just being good at making videos in my field. So
Yeah. College degrees are starting to mean less and less.
right. Because now everybody has them, but obviously they're important if you're going into law or medical stuff, or you know.
Yeah, right.
Or
Of
if
course.
you just want, if you want to be working, you know, like most people do, then it's completely fine because most companies require a degree if you want to work at a big company.
Yeah.
So if that's what you want to do, that's
There are
fine.
exceptions, obviously. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, screw college, don't go to college. There are exceptions.
Yeah.
There's some jobs that you need college, like being a doctor, obviously. And
Mhm.
Or
whatnot.
being an early childhood teacher, for
Sure.
example.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. And I think you have the next question.
Okay, so when you feel overwhelmed, unfocused, or have lost your focus temporarily, what do you do?
Good question. And both of you, by the way, very good job preparing this. Extremely professional
Thank
right
you.
here.
Thanks.
They prepped me a week ago, and then yesterday before this, they told me in advance what the questions were going to be and stuff, and so I could think on it. So very good job, guys. The way you set it up and coordinate it.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
Bow
you.
there, AC.
Yes.
What was the question? Getting focused.
But yeah, when you feel overwhelmed,
When you've lost your focus,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, when I've lost my focus, I just, simple answer, I just take a break for a bit and kind of refresh and do something completely different. I have a lot of different hobbies, like things that I like doing, and I feel like mine are kind of on different ends of the spectrums from each other. Like, really enjoy making videos, also really enjoy working out a lot, like big into fitness, and then also enjoy riding dirt bikes. So like there's all these different things that I like doing. So like if I get tired in one area, I just do something different for a little bit until I get, you know, refocused or refreshed in that area.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is a question that came from someone on Instagram, and I think you'll know who, but who is your favorite Harp sister?
Was that Francie?
No, Olivia.
Oh, well, she's not even a Harp anymore. So.
Yeah, she is.
she's now Lupa.
Right.
Who's your favorite sister?
To be safe, I'm going to say Georgia, the youngest.
Oh,
Because they would
Yeah.
understand that answer.
Georgia on my mind. Georgia.
I love them all equally, obviously, but yeah, I don't really have a favorite. But if I had to choose one, I'll say Georgia, just because she's the cutest right now.
right now, yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. But.
Yeah, who knows?
And before we continue on, tell us about some of the stuff you've been doing, like your rings and
Okay,
whatnot.
sure. Yeah, so on my YouTube channel for my subscribers, like my merch right now is, I haven't released merch yet, but I'm in the works of actually doing
That's
that.
good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, but right now my merch for my subscribers to get are necklaces and rings, and so I sell those on my website. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And so I do them in like drops. So like I'll drop it after a video and tell people that they're live, and then people get them or whatever. But my most recent one's the rings. I forgot to wear them. I should have worn them, but yeah, those are it. The rings, necklaces.
And you still do Infused Visuals?
Yeah, Infused Visuals is my video marketing company where I do videos in marketing and social media for companies. One of them's MegaFit Meals is my main one, and I do a lot of their videos and marketing, and then other companies in Paducah too. And so that's my main job, is doing that stuff and providing media for companies to use on their socials. But then YouTube is my second. But honestly, I make about the same on YouTube as I do with Infused Visuals. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place.
And I think we have some questions in the live feed.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah?
going to look at the live feed and see if we
Cool.
have any questions. Okay, where's the chubby chains?
Who said that?
My dad.
Yeah, I completely failed on that one because I didn't wear the rings or the chubby chains. I should have brought some for you guys. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but next time I have plenty, so I'll bring you guys some.
Good pull.
Yeah, I forgot to do that, but yeah, they're at home. I have a few. I actually don't ship them out myself. I have an agent that does all that. So whenever I get orders and stuff, the guy ships them all out. So I generally don't have some at home, but I had him ship me a few just for times like this when I want to get somebody one.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
yep.
Awesome.
But I failed on that one. I didn't bring them.
Yeah. The next question is, and you kind of already answered this, but you can go into more detail. But what YouTube accounts do you watch the most today?
Yeah, David Dobrik and Logan Paul. David Dobrik's the main one. He has just really fast-paced, entertaining videos, and so I like to get inspired by his videos and like kind of sort of copy his style a little bit. I kind of copy the style of David Dobrik and Logan Paul and kind of combine that. So yeah, those two. Well, and then obviously Brooke and Gray, my friends.
Yeah.
I watch their videos every time.
Great folks to
You
watch.
like them?
Yes.
What's y'all's opinion on Brooke and Gray?
Oh,
There's from the videos we've seen, seem like fun people to be around.
Yeah.
they're awesome. They rock your world, and they rock our worlds, and I'm sure they'll rock your world too. So you'll have to check them out on.
Yeah, Brooke's
Alex's
birthday
channel.
was what, a couple days ago, like yesterday?
Brooke?
Yeah.
Brooke and Gray had the same birthday, and I think it's like in May.
That was in May. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was.
I don't know either. Brooke, Gray posted a picture with her. I don't know if you saw that. And it was talking about that. I know they posted a YouTube video of their birthdays. That's why you thought that.
Yeah.
But their birthdays were a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was confusing though.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But we'd like to have him on the show sometime, maybe in the future, but.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
goes to school at SIU, so he goes through Metropolis all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's good.
To go back home in Nashville. So
It's good.
I could try to set that up for y'all.
Yeah,
Alright, that's awesome.
we will make it happen in the next several months. We have a
Sweet.
lot of time in our
I
hands.
still need to introduce you guys to them.
It's
They'd
good.
love to meet you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I will.
All
It's
right,
good.
sounds
It's
good.
good.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's continue on. What I think you.
Okay, what country would you love to visit?
Australia would be cool.
I'm with you there.
I knew you would.
Hey,
be.
I'm with you there. Maybe we should go on an Australian trip when the
The Wiggles going to her?
If
There's an Australian lockdown again.
they've been on lockdown for the
Oh,
last month, and as soon as the COVID cases go away over in Australia, maybe you two, Burke, Gray, and I will make a 2-week trip, and we'll see some dingoes and go
What's
to
a dingo?
Australia Zoo, go to Sydney Harbour, do all of that in just a couple of weeks.
So are you just do you just really like Australia, or is it mostly because of the Wiggles?
It's mainly because of the Wiggles, but I do
So-
love us. I do like other Australian artists
Yeah.
like Troy Casadale, Slim Dusty, Casey Chambers, Cole Chisel, Ross Wilson, Jimmy Barnes, you name it.
Yeah, you know them all. Wow.
Right, man, right.
You'll have to make that happen.
Yeah.
Australia would be cool, even
We'll
though
plan it.
it'd be a long flight, I'm sure. Do you know
Yeah.
how long the flights are?
About 20, 21 hours.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I thought it was 16 hours, but no, it's longer.
Are you paying for it?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
Maybe you and I will
You better
share on
start. You better start saving.
Well, I'm gonna do that, bud.
Okay. All right. Whatever you say. So Australian-wide, Australia.
Yeah, I just feel like Australia is different, and I haven't been really in any countries like. I've been to Africa, but obviously that's way different. Other than that, I think what's that country in Indonesia that's or Bali? I think Bali
Yeah,
would be
I think
really
so.
cool in Indonesia. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably go to Bali before I went to Australia, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's your new answer.
Yeah, I think new answer is Bali. Updated answer. Final answer.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give to aspiring YouTubers and social media influencers?
When people ask me this, I always say that the most important thing is consistency. And my friend Hannah Maloche do you guys know of her?
No, I don't.
I've heard of her.
Okay, she's been in one of my videos before, but she's mainly friends with Brooke, but I'm friends with her through
It's good.
Brooke.
Okay.
But she's pretty big on YouTube. She has 2 channels, and they both have like 2 million subscribers,
It's
I
good.
think.
Right.
And when she was younger, she posted like every other day from when she was 14 years old for like 3 or 4 years. She posted every other day on YouTube, and that's how she grew. Like there was no other reason than just consistency. You got to have good content,
Right.
But if you're not consistent, people are never gonna find it. So if I would have stayed consistent when I was younger, I would have done a lot better. But I got discouraged. Here's a little sob story. I got when I was younger. The reason I stopped making videos was because I've told this story on my channel before, I think, but
Maybe.
a kid, I was homeschooled, so I was already intimidated by kids that went to public schools, and I didn't have many friends as it was, or many good friends. And so there was a kid who was like a rapper at one of the public schools, and I thought he was cool. And I remember seeing that he tweeted one of my YouTube videos, and nobody in my area really knew that I did that. I just did it for fun, but I didn't think anybody locally knew that I made YouTube videos. And he tweeted it, and what I saw first was that he tweeted it, and I was really excited because I thought that he was like saying, like trying to shout me out or whatever, or tell me that my videos were good.
Okay.
But he actually was saying the tweet was like a link to my video, and he was like, "This is so embarrassing. I don't know why anybody would watch this." It was the most discouraging thing ever. And so looking back on it, it's funny now, but at the time I was so upset by it, and so I deleted all my videos, and I stopped from that day, and I didn't start making videos again until Brooke told me I should, or until Brooke, I think it was a year ago or a year and a month ago, Brooke told me I should start making videos again, and I was like, yeah, I should. And so
Yeah, you did a few videos, like went to Sanibel and
yeah,
Vegas,
that's true.
but
I wasn't. Those were like once a year videos, you know, like, or once every 6 months I would post one, but hardly ever did I post consistently until a year ago when I started posting every week.
Yeah. So you said you were 14 or 15 when that happened?
I think so.
Yeah, that's messed up. It's like the worst time. Everyone's trying to figure themselves out,
Exactly.
and then that happens.
Right. Yeah. It was really detrimental to me because that's all I wanted to do, and I thought people were like really enjoying them. So when I saw that, my perspective completely switched, and I was like, oh, people think this is embarrassing what I'm doing. So that's why I stopped. But what I would say to your question is, my advice would be, don't listen to what people say. I know that's the cliche answer, but genuinely, if you want to post consistently, you have to ignore what people say at first.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people that say things just to try to get attention, especially once you start getting more views.
Yeah.
People say stuff that are just crazy to try to get attention on their comment. But you got to ignore that stuff and just post consistently. I would say at least once a week if you're wanting to grow on YouTube. Instagram's harder. The easiest platform to grow on is TikTok, so I would advise trying to grow on TikTok, and then using those followers to kind of disperse into YouTube and Instagram.
Okay.
But TikTok's the easiest, Instagram's harder than TikTok, and then YouTube's kind of the hardest. But you guys have done pretty good on YouTube.
Thank
I
you.
feel like, yeah.
Okay.
I've gotten better posting more consistently. I
Yeah.
think that's the key.
Yeah, you guys are already beating me when I was your age. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Hope the trend continues.
it will.
I'd love to do YouTube full time if possible.
Yeah, man. I believe you could do it for sure.
I think I can. There's some things gotta go my way, obviously, but
There's like such a good opportunity in are you do mainly like movies?
yes.
Okay.
But I started a second channel. I do different types of videos.
Gotcha.
But I started a month or two ago, and it doesn't sound much, but I have like 120 subscribers on
That's
it.
pretty
and
good for a month.
And I think I have 5 or 6 different videos with at least 1,000 views already.
Nice. That's a lot better than what most people do. Like, dude, I have friends who have been posting for like 2 years, and their videos can't get past like 20 views. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
because they're just sometimes it's so hard to find. The reason why. What's your second channel?
It's called What Happened to Them. I'm trying to think blank. I've talked about my YouTube, but not really. It's called What Happened to Them. I explain. It's pretty
How
much.
people died.
Yeah, how people die.
That's pretty cool.
Like artists from like the mid to late 20th century, like musicians, and how artists that really don't get talked about much. I think that's why it's doing good, because I just look for artists that no one's done videos on, or there's like a couple, but not really. I just put what happened to so and so, and
It's actually really smart. Yeah, so I would say that's the reason they're probably doing good, and why you should keep posting. Somebody, it looks like somebody's commenting a lot.
yeah.
Why you should keep posting consistently is because you have both of your channels are really good like niches. Like that's a good niche market. So your movies that's very broad. Like a lot of people like movies, but at the same time, not a lot of YouTubers make videos about just movies. So a lot of people that are big movie nerds are gonna want to watch those. And then with that kind of stuff, people that like that kind of stuff, it's really hard in my area to grow in vlogging because everybody vlogs, you know.
Yes.
And it's hard to start watching a new vlogger because you kind of have to
know them.
You have to know them from somebody else to kind of start
Yeah.
at this age in YouTube. So it's hard to start vlogging, but that kind of stuff you can grow pretty easily if you post consistently. So, yeah, keep going.
And partially, I think it's kind of like trial and error these past. I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years, but for probably 8 of those years, until like last year during the pandemic, I would just do all different types of videos, and that's why I didn't grow much at all. It took me 7 years to get to 100 subscribers, and then it's taken me I think every month since 3 months. I think I've got 1,000 subscribers each month or something around there.
How many do you have right now?
I'm at 3,200. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't realize it was growing that quick. Whenever I shouted you guys out on my channel, how many did you have?
I think I had 800 or.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I started getting 300, and like at the time we did a video together. And ever since then, now I have 448 YouTube subscribers.
Nice, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys still have the business cards?
Yes.
Yes, they're upstairs,
I
but
think those are pretty effective, or
those are
like
pretty
locally.
Yeah.
yes, but I've kind of quit doing them since
You've grown a lot more.
and I've started to realize sometimes it's just empty followers. I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired of getting empty followers. I like getting followers, but
That are engaging.
I'm trying to get more, engaging followers.
Yeah.
Less empty followers.
Right, the ghost followers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good plan, man. You're smart with it. You've learned a lot.
Yep.
Sounds like both of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
man.
And I'm still not giving up the YouTube business card things. I really enjoy giving out business cards to people, and
just letting people know
He's
that you
more
make videos.
He's more a people person. Obviously, he'll talk to us. He meets a new friend every day.
Right.
He's
That's
never met a stranger. In his life.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You want to look in the chat? See if
Yeah.
there's any.
Let's see.
Looked like somebody was.
Yeah.
Probably my dad again.
Probably.
Oh, I think I was kind of sitting out of frame there.
Oh, it's all right, Alex.
Oh, okay. It was just my dad making a lot of comments. It was. I thought there was a question, and it was about the Australia thing. He was mad that you didn't mention some different Australian artists. He mentioned a lot of obscure ones. AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's all it was, but
I need to scoot in a little bit. I think when I was sitting back, I was kind of out of frame.
yeah. Oh, I really lost my gosh, we were in that. We were like past 10 minutes. We've been on just that question.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it spiraled on to our channels, and
Right.
I'm trying to think what. Okay. Okay, yeah. Who's your favorite musical artist at the moment?
I really like Maverick City Music. Do you guys know who that is?
Oh yeah, I know a couple of their songs.
Yeah, you know him from Cameron.
Yes, and and then Brad Vose, who's the professor, is the professor and our singing guy, this singing man at Heartland. He sings a lot of the Maverick City Music songs, and I think from him and Cameron, I kind of like some of their sons, and even though they
Is it a Christian group?
yes, it's a Christian band,
All right.
and even though their keys of songs may not be the same, I still like it either way.
Yeah, like what key do they sing a song and then what does Heartland sing?
Just varies.
Is there a certain song in your mind right now?
No.
Promises, probably.
What?
Promises.
One of their main songs is Promises. I figure that's probably what Heartland plays.
Yeah, that's what I think the professor plays.
What key do we do that in?
Is that what you call Brad, the professor?
Yes.
Professor of Music, is that what you call it?
Professor Vose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Maverick City.
Yeah, Maverick City probably is the one I listen to the most. I like Drake. He's kind of the go-to. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. what fact about you would surprise many of your acquaintances or people that just follow you on YouTube from Brooke and Gray and they don't really know you? I'm interested to hear this too. I really see if I know this.
Well, you guys already know this. A lot of people are surprised to hear that I was homeschooled for whatever reason. Another fact about me, I didn't really have any friends growing up, I think. That for some reason surprises people. Another fact, that's the only two I can think of.
Yeah.
What's some things about you guys that you learned about me that surprised you? Is there anything that stands out?
From today?
Or from just knowing me? No.
Is your phone getting low?
Oh, it's low powered mode.
Okay.
It's 20%, so I have to put it on low powered mode.
Oh, we're good. But I'm trying to think. Because I've heard, like, those two, I've heard you say that before. But like, I've known the homeschool since probably 2015 when I first met you. And then the friends, that at first that surprised me. And then the more I thought about it, it's like, okay, it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Being homeschooled, yeah.
Yeah. When do you think that started to change?
When I was like 16, probably, I started, because through my church, I, started meeting people, like with Wesleyan Banks. We were friends for a while, growing up, obviously. But through him, I met a lot of people, and at church, so like Morgan Carson, Lauren Kephart at my church. Met a lot of people through them and Tevin Banks, and became like best friends with Tevin Banks, and then through Tevin Banks became friends with my friend Jacob.
That's good.
And then I've met other people through them.
Yeah, Grace McGow, of course.
You call her McGow.
Oh,
Grace McGow.
Yeah, I thought it was pronounced McGow for some reason, but McGow, yeah.
Y'all know her?
Yeah, I've known her for 2 months.
The college ministry.
Right.
Yeah, really sweet.
Yeah, she is.
Sweet lady.
Yep.
Love her to death.
Oh, you love her to death. You just met her.
Well,
I just met her a month ago.
Well, I've seen her a lot recently, which is a good thing.
Okay.
Who's y'all's favorite of the Harps and Loopers?
We answered. Okay.
I remember you answered. I think you said me, right?
Yes.
And you
I
said
Francie.
Yeah. Has your answer changed?
No, it's never gonna change. It's always gonna.
No.
It's always gonna be Francie, no matter what. Whether she's married to Ethan Banks or not.
You guys like Ethan?
Yeah, he's
the juicy questions.
He's very sweet.
I like him, yeah.
Very sweet, genuine.
I already
young
kind of
man.
knew before, but
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah. I've known Rusty and one in Westland
Since the Upward days, right?
Yeah, since like 2010. But
Yeah.
since
Oh, that's right.
I was like there. Was I y'all's coach or was I just there?
Maybe.
I think Francie was on our team, or she was on the other team. And
Okay.
you saw us
I just remember seeing you guys at Upward all the time. I don't remember you guys because you were twins. So
like basketball.
yeah, basketball.
Oh god.
And Francie actually played on our
Soccer,
Salka
that's
team
what it
in
was.
Oh really?
2013.
The basketball. I don't know.
Salka team.
I remember
actually.
I remember y'all running out of the tunnel and stuff at Upward basketball.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And he would always run out the same time as me.
Right.
Yeah. He wouldn't even listen to Rusty be announcing her names. AJ Heine, and then he'd just run out. Right?
Yes.
No introduction needed.
So why would you run out whenever they said my name?
Well, because so they say our names at the same time, so just run up and wave to everyone.
Oh, you like that? I won my. Okay, it's
Actually
probably
like
selfish looking back, but I won my own entrance, and I wanted you to have your own entrance. But
Well,
I mean,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
It worked out fine on what we did.
Right.
But I never knew that you knew us back then.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I remember you guys, and that's when I first remember seeing you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but I truly didn't know who you were by 2015.
2015.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
What date in 2015?
It was July 31st.
July 31st.
It's actually the year. It was actually a year before Cameron and Olivia got married, the 30th of July 2016.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
At Sky Zone, right?
Oh right.
At Sky Zone in Nashville.
Oh, in Nashville?
It was in Nashville.
We drove from Paducah to Nashville all day.
That's before Paducah had the
Vertical.
Or vertical jump. Yeah.
Yeah, that was months before that.
Yeah,
I think I do remember that now.
it was like I think Tevin Banks and then
Yeah.
a few.
Gene
There's
Calderon.
a few people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gia
I
Calderon.
don't even remember. I remember like you rode the Harp / I guess Olivia's Looper now, but they were Harp at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Gina,
And then
Gina's the big red cow with me.
yeah. But I rode with the Alex, Cameron, and then Tevin. I think there was someone else I forgot.
Probably Westland or
No,
No, I don't remember Westland being with
he
us.
wasn't there.
Mm.
I don't even remember, but it was cramped in that car. It was.
Was it?
It was
I
like
don't even remember that.
it was
I
like
don't remember the car ride. I remember you
it was
guys
like
there.
Cameron driving crazy, like
Yeah,
he always-
typical.
yeah, and then like me, Alex, and then Tevin were all cramped in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even
Lifted thing.
I couldn't even get my phone out without elbowing Alex or Tevin. I was in the
That was
middle. I was like, I can't.
Was it in Cam's little white car?
Yes.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
thing's tiny.
That, and maybe he was using Donna's. Maybe it was Donna's car at the time because
Yeah, it could have been.
because he wanted to use Donna's car for something. And his old car, Brian
Wow.
Phelps probably had drive for something.
How do you remember that? I don't even remember.
I
I remember parts of it.
I remember Brian just getting back from a mission trip at the time, and Brian wanted to drive Cameron's old car, and we went to Don's to get her car.
Yeah, I remember that because that was back when you recorded everything.
Yes, that was when I videoed everything.
Can you still have those videos?
Yes, by
Really?
memory, yes.
Oh, by memory?
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you delete them? Or?
No, I kept them. And,
Oh, you still have them?
yeah. And Francie and Gina hacked the iPad.
That's
They took a
right.
selfie
That's right. Yeah.
when I didn't realize they did take a selfie, and I was not offended. I was okay with it.
Yeah. Looking back, I kind of wish I went with you guys. I think you guys. It was just.
You.
I would have had room.
I'm very it would probably been cramped. It probably
I
been
wasn't
cramped.
there.
It would have been cramped if you were, but I was very thankful that they have to
They
deal
probably
with, they have to deal with an annoying brother for a
Oh,
2 hour drive.
that's how you really feel.
Like, because we would know each other the whole
That's true.
big red cow ride.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, funny. The question was gonna be, when did you remember meeting us for the first time? You answered it. It was upwards 2010 or 11.
2010.
Whenever y'all play basketball, yeah.
We played 3 years, 2010, 2012.
In 2012.
and 2011.
I remember you guys running around all the time and upward at FBC Paducah.
And
Were
very
you,
clean and
were you a
blue.
coach or were
Yeah.
you? Oh,
I don't know if I was y'all's
Or
coach
ref.
or not,
No,
but
you
I did ref and coach. So.
Yeah, John Reichel was in 2010 was our coach. 2011 and
Jason
part
Williams.
of 2012 was Jason Williams.
Or Jason Williams was 2012 too.
He might have been a little bit of 2012, but he was 2011 full on.
Well, I'm sure Alex saw me and AC traveling plenty of times.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I probably had to blow the whistle on y'all a few times if
Yeah.
I was the ref.
Yeah, because I probably me a lot.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's part of it. That's the reason
Yeah.
Upward exists.
And there was one game where I shot on the other team's basket every time.
Hey, we've all done it.
I never
I
even
did it too.
No, not just one time. I did it every time I scored.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and people kept yelling at me. I was like, "Why are you yelling at me?" And then I don't know why they kept me in the game.
They just kept letting you shoot on the wrong basket.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's a pretty funny story.
You would remember that, but
I must not have been there that day. I don't
Yeah.
remember that one.
yeah, that was
That's pretty funny.
He probably were on holiday then.
Could have been.
Maybe. Let's see.
Okay, favorite hobbies or pastimes?
So I guess that would mean other than videos, because videos is my job, I guess.
Or wiggling?
That could be one, but yeah.
I just got like I said earlier, I just got a dirt bike, which is kind of odd to just do randomly. But I got a dirt bike, and it's like a racing dirt bike. It's a 450, so I like taking that to the track if I get like a free day. That's pretty fun. And then my little brother Logan has a little dirt bike too, so he likes to go with me. Me and my dad and Logan will go do that.
Yeah.
But just like hanging out with friends is generally what I do if I'm not making videos. Or work out. I work out every day, and honestly I really enjoy that. So yeah, those will be it.
Yep. Now, who is your favorite author, if you have one? But I remember you say you didn't read books much, but so you may
Yeah,
not have one.
I don't really read books much. I do like reading like Dave Ramsey's books. So I guess that could be my answer. But
There you go.
he's probably not the best author out there. I mean, I'm sure.
Right.
So
That actually kind of surprised me. I thought you would be one to
read a lot of books.
Yeah.
I want to read more books. But yeah, John Piper, I like his books. But yeah, I want to read more just to kind of try to like do things that kind of relax my mind instead of, since I'm always doing things that are just like fast paced and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be my answer for now.
What's yours?
Okay, so if you give 3 pieces of advice to college age adults, what would those pieces of advice be?
Do what you love. And that's like work wise, not just in general.
Right.
Pursue the Lord in everything that you do, and everything else will fall into place. And third, be wise with the decisions you make that are going to set up your future, like stuff financially and stuff. But yeah, those would be 3.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what YouTubers or other social media people influence your YouTube channel? Now, I know you told us already about David Dobrik and
Logan Paul.
So any other folks that inspired you besides those 2 fellas?
Yeah, I honestly, when I said that, I probably should have said that Brooke is my main inspiration because she's the reason that I started
It's good.
a year ago. But now I kind of like pull my style of videos from Logan Paul, David Dobrik, and Brooke, all 3 of those.
It's good.
If there was another YouTuber that I liked watching, it would probably be like something with like cars or financial stuff. There's a guy named Graham Stephan I like. There's another fitness YouTuber called Steve Cook.
Steve
Speaking of
Cook,
working out.
Yeah, Steve Cook, I've heard of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I kind of heard of Steve Cook from somebody, which I don't know.
Yeah, he's actually pretty big,
Yeah.
but he's a fitness YouTuber. And then there's another one named Christian Guzman, who's another fitness YouTuber. I really like watching his videos. So those are some. Christian Guzman's who I used to watch all the time. I would only watch him just when I was like into working out the most.
It's good.
So,
And
yeah, those are it.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
There's a couple.
You could name more than one, of course.
We don't care.
Larry Bird.
Tweet. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I didn't really meet him, but I like ran into him when I was a kid. I like ran into his leg.
Oh.
I didn't realize who it was, so my dad told me afterwards. Usher, John Cena. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me look at the pictures here because I have
You have like a little album of celebrities.
John Cena.
well, yeah, sort of, just to when people
And we'll put
when I tell stories.
Yeah, and we'll put the pictures of the celebrities he's met, or the pictures of him with the celebrity if there is a picture.
Yeah, there's
In post production.
there's Usher, met Usher in L.A.
That's right.
It's good.
LaMelo Ball.
It's good.
At Jasmine's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler Hero, who plays
Oh.
for Miami Heat now, he played for UK. Nick Richards, it's not a big deal. Jay Cutler, who I did a lot of videos for, I lived with him for like a month in
Yeah.
Vegas.
That's funny because our first guest on the show, he met the other Jay Cutler, the football player.
The quarterback? That's
Yeah.
cool. Who?
Kevin Brewer, our cousin.
Oh,
he had
cool.
an interesting interaction with him. He like something about his dog. Or what was it? AC. He met it. Like he saw him. It was like midnight, and then he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like, and then Jay Cutler just started screaming obscenities at him. And
Really?
His dog. Yeah.
Wow.
If you guys want to hear more of that story, I'll put in the link description below from the first interview
Interesting.
we did. But
Hmm.
it was one more interesting celebrity stories we heard. But man, John Cena, Usher, and
Yeah, like Triple H. Jay Cutler was the one that I, actually know now, which was cool because I used to look up to him sort of in the fitness world when I started working out. Not that I ever wanted to look that big, but because he's ridiculously huge.
Yeah.
But his workouts were cool, so I used to watch his videos all the time. And then a couple years later, I was the one making his videos, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Usher's probably the most famous person I've met, or him or John Cena. I don't know who's more famous. Probably Usher.
It's pretty close nowadays. Usher isn't as popular as he once was, but
Right.
Usher would take the cake back in the day, but
The piece of pie or cake.
sure, yeah,
That's funny. I actually forgot I met Usher until you asked me that, and I saw the picture.
yeah. I remember. I think you
I
posted
put it on
your
my
story.
Instagram story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It was pretty cool.
I was like, no, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It was weird. I walked out of a shoe store, and he was just sitting there on a bicycle, and I was like, "That's definitely Usher."
No press.
Oh, I met Morgan Wallen, country singer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a couple weeks ago. We went to dinner with him because one of my friends knows him, and then he came over afterwards and just hung out for a while.
Yeah, you should have did a video. You should have had Morgan Wallen as your guest.
You should have had a clickbait.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you not do it at the time?
I should have.
Probably too nervous.
Well, I wasn't nervous at all. It was actually a pretty casual thing. Like he was just acting like a regular guy because he is, and it was cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, because with people like that, they're so used to people taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
The second that you start asking them for pictures and videos, they kind of classify you differently in their mind and kind of think of you, differently, and they don't really treat you like a friend anymore. They just kind of treat you like a fan.
I see.
So yeah, I didn't want to fanboy or anything and make him weirded out. So I just kind of acted normal.
Have you been fanboyed on before?
I've had from Brooks videos, yeah. Like when I'm in places like Nashville and stuff or out, I've had quite a few people come up and recognize me from Brooks videos, or like at the airport or whatever. But yes, it's mainly just from Brooks, being in Brooks videos, because like nowadays, since YouTube's kind of like the new TV, or online stuff, like YouTube is like the new TV.
Yeah.
And so basically in Brooks videos, I'm like one of the main characters. So it's almost like somebody's seeing a character from a TV show that they like. So it's not necessarily because anything I've done, it's just because I've been in Brooks videos. But
yeah, and you're a good influencer to people's lives.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So never by yourself, always with them.
Oh no, I get recognized by myself, but it's because of Brooks videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's kind of a weird thing when it happens, because somebody will say like my name, and then your first instinct is that you know them, and so I'm trying to think of their name because I'm like, who is this? How do I know them? How do I know? And then I forget that people watch Brooks videos and know me from that. But yeah, it's happened quite a bit in Nashville. It happened when I was in Vegas and when I'm in airports and stuff. But it's nothing I did. It's all just from Brooks videos.
Yeah.
So she's gotten pretty successful at YouTube. So
yeah,
she's kind of built a big
fan
platform.
club.
Yeah, people love her, and it makes sense because she's just such an authentic person, and you can sense it through her videos how genuine she is,
Yeah.
And she's I love her with all my heart. And Brooke and Gray, who's her boyfriend, and Gray's my best friend, and that's how I know her, obviously, because Gray's my best friend, and then he started dating her. Yeah. But they're such a great couple, and they're just as sweet as they seem on their videos. So yeah, she's probably one of the few YouTubers who's just as genuine in person, if not more so, than on her videos.
It's good.
So yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I have two more questions, and then we're gonna end the stream.
But I think
Okay.
you have this one.
I was going to say something.
I have another. Yeah.
Okay, favorite TikTok accounts.
Favorite TikTok account? I like just watching my friends' TikToks, honestly. But I forget what they're called. Something boys. But they make like funny videos where people challenge them to do stuff. But yeah, I'd say my answer would be just like my friends' TikTok accounts. It's the ones I like to watch the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite movie of all time?
That's actually a funny question because I don't really watch movies that much. I know you guys are probably appalled by that answer, but
Oh, it's alright.
I can understand that
don't
with
care.
your lifestyle,
Right.
and how busy you are. I can see that.
yeah, it's kind of weird because I literally make movies as a job, but I don't really like watching them. But I do like watching YouTube videos because they're shorter. But I just don't have the attention, obviously, or honestly, for a long movie for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But if I chose one, it's like tacky comedy movies, like Kicking and Screaming, like with Will Ferrell.
You've referenced them
Right.
a lot of your videos.
Right, because the reason I reference it so much is because it's like the only video the only movie that I know. So, yeah, probably something like that.
Mm-hmm.
A Will Ferrell movie. Me and my dad both have similar humor, dad jokes, unfortunately, and
Well, that's okay, because dads should joke to their children.
exactly, AC. That's right. Yeah, but yeah, probably a Will Ferrell movie just because I think he's funny.
Yeah. I bet you'd love to meet Will Ferrell someday.
I would for sure.
Me too, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of backtracking a little bit. So, with Morgan Wallen, since you have had fans, I guess, meet you and start fanboying over you, does that change your perspective on if you see a celebrity, instead of immediately asking them for a picture, just trying to get to know them? Or
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would say it has, just because, not that I've had it at a big scale at all, but
Right.
when you've experienced it, you experience like what it's like for somebody to do that. It's a weird feeling because it's a very, they don't really care to like talk. They just kind of, like, if somebody just wants a picture. In my case, people want to talk more. With Morgan's case, people just want a picture and then they're done with it because they just want to show that they were with them. In my case, people aren't really that
are you going?
wild. But
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it has changed my perspective just to that a relationship with somebody is always going to be more valuable than just a picture with them. But then again, like when I met Usher, I knew he's at a level where with Usher, it's not like you're going to build a relationship with him. So, and I just saw him in passing, so I was like, I might as well get a picture.
Right.
But yeah, it has changed my perspective.
Yeah, and you may not have an answer this, but what's your favorite anime movie of all time?
Like an animated, like cartoon movie, or is anime a different category?
Animated, just an animated movie. It doesn't have to be.
Oh, an animated movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of animated movie that I even know. I'm so bad at movies that.
Oh, it's not a big deal, Alex.
Yeah. We just move on
I don't
to
know.
another question.
What's some popular ones?
Like Lion King.
Oh yeah, something
The
like
Toy
Lion King.
Stories.
Yeah, Toy Story,
Which you
or Monsters
referenced.
Inc.
Which you've referenced Toy Story.
True. Big House Toy Barn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Toy Story. That's a good one because I used to. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, Toy Story back in the day was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. That's probably mine too. Yeah.
Really?
Toy Story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
And Lion King's up there too.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Oh yeah, Toy Story for me, and then
I think that Toy Stories are my favorite anime movie.
Okay. Cool.
Disney movie wise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you said you had
Yeah,
a question.
one last question before we go.
And look at the live feed too, but last question.
One last question before we
Sure.
go, everyone. So, Alex, when did you start having a very close relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ Himself?
That's a great question. I said I got saved when I was 10 years old. Whether I was or not, I don't know, but I thought I was, and I felt like I was. But it hasn't been, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. And I was somewhat pursuing the Lord my whole life. But it was more of a just doing it because everyone in my family did. But it got like really intimate for me within the last year.
It's good.
When the COVID stuff started happening, and I was stripped of the distractions because I came home from college. Me and my girlfriend broke up, and I came home, and we were isolated because of COVID, and that's just kind of when I dove into it and really started taking away distractions that were keeping me distant from God. So about a year ago, ironically, when I started making the YouTube videos, is when I started getting a lot closer, and that's when everything kind of got solidified about a year ago, and like my desires grew, and I became like I really wanted it for the first time, for no other reasons other than just wanting to be close with our Creator. It was like all I could think about. So before I had ulterior motives of why I wanted to go to church and all that kind of stuff. But now everything's kind of different because my main priority is being obedient to God and honoring Him and bringing glory to Him. And so whenever that shift kind of happened in my mind is when things started changing.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, and with some people on like social media, popular, they don't have to be popular, like social media influencer, but you could tell when they mention God or Jesus or whatever, you could tell when it's genuine and when it's just they're just for show. I could tell with Alex
Just for
in the
acting.
past year when he's done that, I could tell he really means it in a way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah, but look at the live feed to see if there are any other questions. But
Okay.
if not, I think we'll be.
So we got here, fellas.
Okay, guys.
Okay, I think it's the same.
Well, Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Hello. Oh, hey, Lauren. Hello.
I think that's it.
Hello, guys.
I think that's for all the questions. But
Should we sign out, guys?
almost, yeah. But before we sign out, is there anything else you want to talk about that we haven't talked about yet, or is there anything you want to say before we sign out?
Not really. Just want to encourage you guys and say, keep posting.
Hello, Anthony.
Keep posting, and I'm proud of both of you boys. Just the way that you guys love people, and people just know that, like, other than just the facts that you know, like people's birthdays, and you're so invested in people.
Yes.
You guys are very loving, and people can feel that. So
Thank you,
I
Alex.
think it's really encouraging to
Thank
me.
you. It means a lot.
Yeah,
Thanks.
man, of course.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you want ready to sign off?
Okay, guys, thank you for watching the video on Facebook and YouTube, of course. So, hope you all have a great week, and let AJ or I know on who our next guest will be on the Honey Boys episode 4. So, just remember,
Honey's Homeboys episode 4.
Honey's
Yeah.
Homeboys episode 4, and let us know on who we have next. And we're thinking of some ideas, but we want you all to let us know. So
And on Facebook and on YouTube too. I'm working at 2 cameras right now, so
Right.
if you see us looking the other way on Facebook or on YouTube, it's because we're looking at the other camera.
Mhm.
So hi both cameras.
hello, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Continue.
keep going, growing.
Love everyone like always.
Love it always. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Happy wiggling.
Yeah,
Keep wiggling.
See you guys.
Bye.